Good afternoon. I'm Kim Campbell, and I'm the former Prime Minister of Canada. I am still the only woman to have been Prime Minister of Canada, but I'm looking after myself so that I'll be healthy and be present when the second Prime Minister, female Prime Minister, is sworn in, and I'm hoping there will be one. This is my third opportunity to speak to this group, and I want to thank Madam Rajavi for inviting me to be part of it, because I'm always inspired by not just the dynamism of the women here, but the partnership of women and men here who understand what is fundamental to changing society, what Iran needs to be. When we were introduced early on, when Linda was talking about it, she said we could all speak for long, and I will not speak for long because I know there are many others who have a lot to say. So let me just say three things. When I was a young woman, just before even the time of the victory of the mullahs in Iran, when I was trying to get accepted to go to graduate school, I was working with other women to try and be recognized, to try and get an opportunity to do things that in my case eventually led to me to be Prime Minister. It was hard because there weren't a lot of women who had done these things, and we had to say, please let us show we can be good, please let us do it. What is interesting is that there were enough of us who managed to get into important positions that now there is an extraordinary body of research that means we don't have to argue pretty please anymore. We can point to the research that says when you have women in organizations, when you have women in management, the organizations function better, the companies are more profitable. The addition of women isn't something we do to be nice. It's what we do to function in our optimal level, to be good, to be efficient, to be the best we can possibly be. And you must take that research, that empirical evidence, and arm yourself with it to demand your right to be part of the future of your country and of any society that you're in. The second very interesting wave of research that has been done over the last 30 years or so has been done in the wake of the increasing numbers of new democracies. And I've been very involved in working around the world in the process of democratization. And what the scholars who look at democracy seriously under a microscope and look at the process of democratization, what they have identified is that one of the key indicators of democratic progress is an improvement in the status of women. That you cannot have functioning democracies if women are not free, if women do not have equal status, if women are not protected. So again, we must arm ourselves with this knowledge. This isn't just wishful thinking. Serious scholarly research says that if you don't have the advancement of women, you will not be able to establish a democracy. So let's look at the third side of that triangle. You've got the capacity of women, you've got their importance to democracy. It stands to reason that countries that do not want to be democratic do not want to advance women, do not want to support women. And countries that say, oh no, we're democratic, because we had an election over here that was sort of closed, and we had an election over here, but they don't have rights for women, it's all a fraud. So women and the advancement of women is absolutely fundamental to creating a democracy. And any political leader who tells you you can have democracy, and I say this to the men, because the men may be seduced in thinking, oh, you will have a superior position in society, but guess what? You won't really be free. You'll still be subject to authoritarian rule as well. So don't be suckered into that. And the final thing I will tell you, again, another interesting body of research that has come out which shows that when men and women are equal, when men and women respect each other and work together, they are much happier and their marriages are happier. So there is no sacrifice that you have to make to give women dignity and their full opportunity. It will bring us prosperity. It will bring us efficiency. It will bring us democracy. And at the end of the day, it will bring us happier societies. So women, you are the key to the future, not because you're better than men, but because you're the other essential half of society. And you don't have to rely on my word for it. You don't have to beg for it on the basis of truth, beauty, and justice, although it will certainly fulfill truth, beauty, and justice. You can say there is scientific proof that if I'm not there, our society is not as good as it can be. So go for it. Thank you.